foreign, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Texans 1st down.
Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Watson looks to throw again. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And it's now 3-0 Texans. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll rifle this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play fake. Here's Prescott looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson got an open man. It's QT.
Watson's back.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14.
Watson on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Watson on first down. Open man is QT, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Watson off play action. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Watson's pass intercepted.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got Burton here, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The final shot before the break. Watson, he sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 3 down, 3 down. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Prescott now from the 50, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down at the
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jacobs. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
From the gun, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and 2, Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
19 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Thrown to the sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
To Jonathan Taylor.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
you don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Bryson Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
51, Mike 51. All day, dog. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
It's caught inside the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
26 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Ka'imi Fairbairn. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A 54-yard attempt.
It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And the Texans are going to win the football game.